Hello everyone, welcome to Free Range Diva, and thank you so much for stopping by today. For the month of July, I'm going to be doing a series of videos on how to handle stress. Sometimes there are things in our lives that are out of our control, that test our ability to adapt and change, that can cause worry or a sense of dread, or just that feeling that for whatever reason, we're not safe. Without even realizing it, we can find ourselves under chronic stress. And this chronic, unrelenting stress will not only destroy your health, it can lead to an early death. So I'm going to be taking this month and doing a series of videos detailing all the things that I've tried to manage stress, and it's a long list. So I'm going to shorten it to just the things that I've tried that have actually worked. You are in total control as far as managing it. You can't really take a pill for this, although eating a nutritious diet can go a long way towards helping you to manage stress. Just as eating a poor diet can make the damage that stress can do to your body a lot worse. So today we're going to be starting with the big guns, the one thing that we can all do and should be doing that can control unrelenting, chronic stress, and that's diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing will lower all markers of chronic stress by stimulating the body's parasympathetic nervous system. You'll be hearing a lot more about this later, but in a nutshell, that's the part of your body that controls the things that you don't necessarily think about. Your heart rate, your blood pressure, how often you take a breath, as well as your cortisol levels. This nervous system is like your chill out system. It relaxes and calms you, and you can trigger this nervous system by diaphragmatic breathing. And I'm having a hot flash. Whew. In addition, diaphragmatic breathing improves your immune system. It calms your digestion and heals acid reflux. It improves lung capacity and lung function. It improves your concentration. It is hands down the most powerful practice that you can do to improve any health challenges you may be facing and improve your overall well-being. I recently put this into practice to heal my acid reflux. But for lowering stress levels, you will repeatedly hear it said that you should practice deep breathing exercises. But what you don't hear is how to breathe properly in order to maximize the effect of this natural healing tool. As some of you may know, if you've been with the channel long enough, you may know that I have a master's degree in theater. I was trained as a stage actor. The first year of my training was spent learning how to breathe correctly, and it took about 9 months to unlearn the habits that I had acquired as an adult and relearn how to breathe naturally. The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle located right below the chest cavity and the rib cage. Here, it stretches all the way across the body, so from front to back, and it sits right below and is attached to your lungs. So here's your diaphragm. Your lungs are attached to the top here, and underneath is your abdomen with your stomach, your intestines, and all that other good stuff that we have going on in our bellies. So here's your diaphragm, and under here are your intestines and stomach. And when it contracts, it presses down and it pushes all of this stuff going on down here out of the way. At the same time, it pulls the lungs down, causing them to have more room. It makes more room for them to open up. And this is how you inhale. It's like a bellows. It pulls down, the lungs expand and fill with air. It relaxes and pushes up, and the lungs, you exhale, and the lungs express that air. The diaphragm is the primary muscle involved in breathing. You think it's your lungs, but really no, the lungs are just sacs that are controlled by this. It's like a bellows. When if you have a bellows and you pull them open like that, and they fill up with air, and then you push and they close down. It's the same principle. The diaphragm makes the lungs work. Now, when we're born, we naturally breathe this way as babies. As we get older, life happens to us and we learn to protect ourselves by holding a lot of tension in the body, holding things in. And so as we get older, we carry more tension in our tummy area. Not to mention the fact that particularly as women, well, men too, I guess, you're told to hold that tummy in, support those back muscles, tighten up the tummy muscles and hold them inside and hold everything taut and tight. Well, and so when we breathe, the only thing that can move is our chest area. So we tend to do this. Nothing down here can move, so the only thing that can move is the rib cage and chest area. And so you never get a deep, deep cleansing breath. And when you're breathing the way the body was meant to breathe, your chest doesn't move. This is what it looks like when you're diaphragmatic breathing. Notice my hands and what happens with my midsection as I inhale and exhale. Here you can see it from the front. One hand is on my chest, which should not be moving at all. And you'll notice all the activity is happening in the stomach area. You can practice this, you can relearn this sitting up, but I find it's most effective, especially if you've lost touch and you're carrying a lot of tension in your abdomen area, your tummy area. If you lie flat on your back, put a little pillow under your head so you're comfortable, put your knees up, and from this position, place one hand on your chest and one hand on your abdomen. What will happen is that if you release the tension in your stomach, the diaphragm will start to work. It will start to drop, and you will experience what we call either belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing. You can feel it. Your hand that's on your belly will start to rise and fall, and your hand that's on your chest will remain quiet. It won't be moving. My voice teacher would say that when you're lying down like this, imagine that you're balancing a wine goblet on your chest. You should be able to inhale and exhale and talk and not spill a drop out of that wine goblet. In this position, you're going to want to breathe through your nose and try to expand your stomach area by moving the diaphragm. If you feel your chest rising, stop and release the tension in your shoulders, chest, and neck. Just let all of that tension go. Just relax. Imagine that you're sinking into the earth, into the mat, or the floor, or whatever it is you're laying on. You're just sinking down, and you're getting heavier and heavier. Just try and breathe normally through your nose. No need to take really deep breaths, just a normal breath. And exhale slowly through your lips. With every breath, release more tension and more tension. Relax. Think about just letting everything go. Letting your tummy area softly rise as you inhale and sink all the way back down on that exhalation. Once you've done this about 5 times, stop and assess how you feel. Soon you'll be able to do this sitting up, and you can practice this three times a day, maybe before each meal. Just take a moment and breathe in. That's when I'm trying to build a new habit, I associate it with another habit. So I eat 3 meals a day. Right before I have my meals, I'll just take 3 deep, cleansing, diaphragmatic breaths. And if you're practicing meditation or yoga or any exercise that requires you to breathe deeply, you're going to start defaulting to this type of breathing. This practice will also begin to strengthen your diaphragm, and you will use less energy and effort to breathe, which is a good thing. As you start to release the tension that you've been using to hold yourself in, don't be surprised if you start to bring up emotions. You'll find yourself recalling memories or events that have caused you emotional pain or physical pain. And you're going to start releasing that pain. This is normal. This is healthy. This is healing. Okay, so part 1, video number 1, diaphragmatic breathing. It has been the most healing thing that I can access at any time, because you know you're going through a day, something happens, ticks you off, or ruins, the moment that you were having in that day. And if you can just take a few seconds and breathe into it and really let that air come in and release everything that is negative, troubling, infuriating, just let it all go. You're going to feel 1,000 times better. And over time, you're going to find yourself feeling better and better and better. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you're looking forward to what I have next, then for sure give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you won't miss it. And otherwise, go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments below, because we all enjoy reading them, and I find them very helpful, and I'm sure others do as well. All right, everybody, until I see you in my next video, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.